After reviewing several letters from gemologists across the country, it appears that we have a serious problem with diamond fraud. Gemologist Allison Houghton wrote, "There is a danger to consumers. Certificates from a gemological laboratory add an air of legitimacy to a statement of quality, but most consumers aren't aware of the inconsistencies and don't know which reports can be trusted." A gemologist from Oregon wrote, "The inconsistent misgrading of diamonds makes consumers think that they are getting a higher grade diamond for less money. Fraud is serious, and that's why tonight on the Plush Life, we're going to talk openly with Tim Ottmann, the owner of the Gem Gallery. We'll learn why it's important to be educated on this issue, what reports can be trusted, and other things to look for when shopping for diamonds."
Property graded diamonds is an issue. That's what you're referring to. It's really a problem at the retail level is where the end result is, which is the consumer. Where it begins is diamond dealers worldwide want to sell more diamonds. What sells better than a diamond that's a great deal? So diamonds are graded based on their rarity, color and clarity, cut, carat weight, but the two main ones are color and clarity. So if a diamond is very rare, it's D-flawless. Colorless, nothing internally in it, even under a microscope at 50 power. If a diamond is, let's say, HSI1, which we'll go over some of those grading a little bit later, it's still a nice diamond, but it's not as rare, so it's going to be less per carat. Now, if a diamond is graded D-flawless, and it can command $20,000, but it's actually an HSI1, that's $6,000, there's a big difference, big discrepancy.
And if I invest $20,000 in a diamond that's only worth $6,000, that's a problem for me.
It's a problem for everybody. It's a problem for insurance companies. It's a problem for consumers getting what they're paying for. It's a problem for jewelers or jewelry store owners who either A, don't know what they're selling, don't have the grades checked, don't get the proper lab reports done. It hurts everybody, including their own reputation.
GIA is the creator of the famous 4 C's of diamond value: color, clarity, cut, and carat weight. The GIA laboratory is known as the world's most trusted name in diamond grading. Well, apparently not everyone is using GIA standards when they grade their diamonds.
I mean, yeah, I go to Belgium twice a year and buy my diamonds, but when I'm ordering from one of my domestic dealers, and I call and say, I'm looking for a HG color SI1 diamond, pretty nice average diamond, and they send it to me and it has X lab report with it, bells go off. I already know that this lab does not grade accurately. They don't grade by GIA standards. Do they use the terminology? Yes, but they don't grade it according to their standards.
So you're saying that there are some labs out there that are not really grading by GIA standards, which are supposedly the best standards?
Yes, they're using the system, but they're not grading according to those standards. And it's an issue for us too, and it's known throughout the industry this happens. But so many of them are kind of caught in the game. They call it a game. If you want to sell more diamonds, you have a great deal on a diamond. Is it great or pop? It doesn't matter. As long as you have documentation, you can sell it and have peace of mind. I don't agree with that. It should be graded properly.
Lane, a gemologist in Louisiana, wrote, "I had a customer bring in a certificate for his 4-carat ring, claiming to be internally flawless. I sent it to GIA, and the grading came back 5 color grades and 3 clarity grades different. As consumers, how can we protect ourselves from this?" So as a consumer, and I know that you have problems with your industry and there's a competitive issue with you, but as a consumer, what can I do to make sure that the diamonds that I purchase are graded properly so that I don't have issues with resale value, insurance values, things of this nature?
If you don't completely trust the jeweler you're buying it from, you should have a GIA diamond report, which is Gemological Institute of America, AGS, American Gem Society, or EGL USA. If it doesn't say USA or it's not American, chances are it's not going to be accurate.
I noticed all 3 of those, America, and
yeah,
USA.
Yes.
So are you trying to say that the problem is really coming from labs overseas?
For the most part, yes, because they're not governed like our government is. There are standards here that you have to uphold. Okay.
But there are people here in our community, in the United States, in Northern Nevada, that are selling diamonds that aren't from America, USA labs.
Yes, but again, that's to play the game. You want to sell more diamonds, you want to make it look like you're selling them at the best price, or wholesale, or whatever you want to call it. It's easy to get a report that says, here's what it is, but it really isn't.
And they can get that almost anywhere.
Oh, it's rampant, it's everywhere. And that's the problem in our end, on our industry. We all know what's happening. It's been going on for so long, how do we stop it? I decided I'm going to tell everybody about it. And at some point, people are going to get educated on more people, and they're going to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to buy something that I don't know what it is, and it's got to be guaranteed by somebody here in our country. I'm going to show you two stones here. The one on your left is a GIA-F Color Master. So you can see it has almost no color, it's colorless.
It's beautiful.
The one on your right is a XYZ lab reported diamond that's called an F color. As you can see, they're not even close. There's no comparison.
I can see it with the naked eye. I don't even,
Yes.
I don't have anything, and I can look at it, and one is yellow and one is white.
This particular one is off by 6 color grades, and that's somewhat common.
What are you finding out there? I mean, are they off slightly? Are they off 2 color grades, 6 color grades? And what does that actually mean to the consumer? What's the difference in price between 2 color grades versus 6 color grades?
Let's say a 1 carat diamond that's off by 6 color grades from an F to, in this case, a K. It's about half the price, so from 8 or 10,000 to 5 or 6,000.
That's a huge difference.
Yes, it is. And again, that's the serious problem that I'm concerned with.
At the Gem Gallery, they use the GIA standard and trust GIA, AGS, and EGL-USA reports. I asked Tim if he had any other tips for the consumer.
One of my favorites is your receipt from the place you buy your diamond or even diamond jewelry. If it doesn't have a picture, which we prefer to have a picture, most of them don't, there should be an exact description of the weight, the color, and clarity of the diamond you're purchasing if it's a major diamond. A good example is, this is one of our recent sales receipts. It lists exactly the weight, the color, and the clarity of the diamond, and the GIA lab report. All that should be on there. It shouldn't just say you bought a diamond, here's the price. Not having a microscope to grade, the person selling it not being able to explain the 4 C's to you properly.
Thank you, Tim Ottmann and the Gem Gallery, for bringing us this important information.